Call of Duty World War II has literally stolen the attention of almost every gamer, especially fans of the old school Call of Duty games that came before the addition of jetpacks, wall running, and bullshit. It's not a fluke, it's not a lie or some elaborate scheme to get sales. The game is genuinely good, at least as far as we can tell from playing the beta. Some of you probably haven't been able to play the beta yet to get a sense of what I'm talking about, but luckily, we got you covered. Hey everyone, this is Price, and here are the top 5 new features being implemented in Call of Duty World War II. The following features are listed in no particular order and are all based on my first-hand experience with the game, and also research that has been conducted by yours truly, Price. Anyway, let's get started. Number 5. Complete overhaul of the perks and class system. While the create a class feature in the previous Call of Duty titles were nothing to have an issue with, it's about time we try out something new. Luckily, Sledgehammer devs had the same in mind when they made it their mission to bring us a new experience and a new way to customize our gameplay. World War II implements what is called divisions, which are basically classes, but different. There are 5 divisions and they include infantry, airborne, armored, mountain, and expeditionary. I would get into what each division can do, but I want to keep this video nice and short. But basically, each division has a list of perks and specialties unique to each of the 5. For example, Expeditionary, my personal favorite, ideally should be used if you plan on having a shotgun equipped, because one of its perks include incendiary rounds for that specific weapon type. But that doesn't mean that this division is only able to use shotguns. Players have the freedom to use any weapon type with any division they see fit. But you know, setting people on fire is just way too much fun to pass up. Perks are also not called perks anymore. They're called basic training, and these you can equip to any division. It's all about how you feel comfortable playing. Number 4. A social hub. That's right, World War II is going to have a social space much like Destiny's Tower. This new social space is called the headquarters, and basically this is where you will be spending most of your time between games, in the company of 47 other players. Activities that you can take part in when visiting the headquarters include challenging players to 1v1s, testing your aim at the virtual firing range, being rewarded for completing bounties and other challenges, but most importantly, being an asshole while showing off your prestigious aesthetics to your overly competitive friends. That's right, bro. I got gold camo on my Type 100. What do you have? Snow camo? Fucking noob. Number 3. Objective-based multiplayer. I'm not talking about domination, hardpoint, or any of those already well-known quote-unquote objective-based game modes. I'm specifically referring to War, the all-new game mode introduced to Call of Duty that has each team play in a scripted scenario kind of match where each side is either defending against or attacking the other, while also trying to complete a series of tasks. The mission currently available in the private beta is a conflict between the Allies and the Nazis. Axis. Yeah, the Axis is this game's metaphorical representation of the Nazis. Legal issues with some countries. They should have just done what Bethesda did and told those countries to stop being pussies about it. This mission tasks players with escorting a tank through an Axis-controlled area with the Axis team defending. The first step as the Allies is to take control of a building by capturing a point inside. After completing this objective, the mission advances into another stage where the Allies team needs to rebuild a bridge while the Axis team has to prevent the bridge from being rebuilt. Then follows the escort the payload kind of mission, similar to the game mode seen in Overwatch, except the payload is a rideable tank. If you're having trouble envisioning this game mode, then you might want to check out our livestream gameplay. Each objective is timed, and failure to complete the section within a set amount of time, as the Allies, is considered an Axis victory, for this mission at least. Who knows what other missions will be included in the War game mode once the game fully releases. Number 2. Original zombie storyline and gameplay. The game will include a zombies cooperative game mode similar to the previous entries by Treyarch and Infinity Ward, with its own original storyline set in an alternate history and separate from the campaign. The game mode is also set in the events of World War II, as the Third Reich makes a desperate attempt to turn the tide of war by creating an undead army in the final stages of the war. While the game mode is based on science fiction and is a fictional take on the war, Sledgehammer Games co-founder Michael Condrey said that the story of the mode is based on some real events. He also revealed that the experience is similar to that of Dead Space the game. In regards to gameplay, World War II Zombie retains the wave-based survival formula that has been used in all previous zombie entries, with brand new additions. A class system is introduced where players can opt for one of 4 combat roles: offense, control, medic, and support, which provide different in-game abilities. Class loadouts are also included, with equipable perks similar to the multiplayer mode. Sledgehammer Games also attempted to rationalize some of the popular mechanics, such as weapon wall buys and currencies, with realistic explanations that fit within the lore of the game mode. Number 1. A refreshing campaign mode. I know this is not really a new feature. I mean, every single Call of Duty has had a campaign or story mode. But the last Call of Duty that actually had a campaign mode that sparked my interest was the original Black Ops. Therefore, this one definitely belongs on this list because the campaign this year sounds like it's going to be phenomenal. Call of Duty World War II focuses on the actions of a 12-man squad of the 1st Infantry Division from 1944 to 1945 in the European theater of conflict, at a time when the Allied forces were starting to gather strength on their march into Germany. The campaign will cover fighting in occupied France and Belgium, and across the Rhine River Valley into the heart of Germany. Some of the iconic historical battles covered in the campaign will be the invasion of Normandy, liberation of Paris, Battle of Aachen, Battle of Hurt-Gen Forest, and Battle of the Bulge. Battle of the Bulge. Gameplay wise, World War II is the first title since the original Call of Duty to not feature health regeneration in the campaign. Instead, players must rely on their medic squad mates to provide health packs, as well as other squad members to provide ammunition. Other squad members can spot enemies, revealing their position in a form of silhouettes. In addition to the lack of resources in the campaign, all players are in hardcore mode, automatically eliminating the campaign's difficulty settings. Enemy soldiers in the campaign can be captured, and wounded allies can be dragged to cover. Both of these actions, as well as killing enemies and completing objectives, add up to the player's experience, which can be increased to improve the character's skill. And there you have it, the top 5 new features in Call of Duty World War II. Here at Binge Culture, we are really excited for this game. We will be live streaming and making a lot more videos covering this game in the near future. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to follow our channel as we continue to grow.